With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. From the 17, Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jesse Tuggle in there to bury him for a loss of 11. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead, eluding the pressure right. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Prescott looks to throw on first. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On play action, Prescott escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
He'll live to fight another down, right?
And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. And again, it's Prescott. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And all the way in, touchdown. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The veteran Matt Bryant set to rock and roll. And we are underway from Ford Field. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a return across midfield. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And with towels waving, we're underway from Heinz Field. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Yellow.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And incomplete to open things up. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mahomes to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And it's caught by Parker. A good pickup there at 22. On 1st down, Mahomes. And this one complete to Reed. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes flushed out right. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. That one good for 12 yards. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Throwing on first down is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Mahomes now to throw. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Willie Brown. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception throw.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. Yeah. They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Raider D, they get the football back. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Running right, here's Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. Throwing now is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Taylor, and that will force a turnover on downs. Mahomes now on first down. This one taken in by Hester. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. 25 yards for the touchdown. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Sanders looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes rolling to his right, and that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Raiders on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. He's got a man, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. They'll run it now out of the gun. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd down now, Dickerson. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Dickerson pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On 1st down, it's Cunningham. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and he's got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Cunningham from the gun. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And finally, down he goes. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first pure kicker ever in the Hall of Fame, Jan Stenerud, to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken short, and he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's caught. It's Jerry Rice. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down from up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Kevin Green. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's Hester. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And we are underway from Heinz Field. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. First down. It's Green. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick second and long. Cunningham to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Here's Mahomes to throw. Throw right side is hauled in by the tight end Gonzalez. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Hey, 43, 15. Check. Lucky.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
You better come hard next time, sir.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Cunningham sliding out of the pocket, and that is incomplete. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham, escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Jesse Tuggle, the linebacker, there on the tackle. To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Willie Lanier able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Throwing on 3rd and long. Cunningham. And the pressure gets to him again. Credit the sack to Von Miller. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Ray Guy now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. On the return, Hester. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll run on 1st down. Dickerson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Devin Hester, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Yellow, yellow. Go on, Eddie. Ricky.
Back to throw. That'll be caught by Hester. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Devin Hester, 43 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. It is Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's Cunningham. He's got Green. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. 75 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Ronnie Lott, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
The first down screen pass, good for 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning.
Watch 80. Watch 80.
Cunningham. He's going to float this one deep right side. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Taylor able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes got a man. It's Randy Moss complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A first down there on a pickup of 25. To throw, it's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And the return here will go to the 30. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short, and he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him,
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10. At their own 17.
Watch 84, watch 84. 65, 65, 65.
On first down, Dickerson. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Lawrence Taylor coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. He's at the 50.